Ruth Kadiri just broke the internet, and honey, when I tell you that this woman came with receipts, a megaphone, and the entire truth serum, I mean she showed up and showed out. If you thought you knew what was going on with Sonia, Uche and Maurice, baby sit down, because what Ruth revealed will have your jaw on the floor, your wig snatched, and your entire timeline scrambling to delete their messy comments. This is not your regular celebrity tea, this is the whole kettle boiling over, and trust me when I say the plot twist at the end will leave you absolutely speechless. So grab your popcorn, get comfortable, and let me take you on this roller coaster, because what Ruth exposed about what really happened on her set is the kind of drama that movies are made of. Now, for months, and I mean months, social media has been on fire with rumors about Sonia, Uche and Maurice. Every single time these two breathe in the same room, fans lose their entire minds, claiming they're dating, engaged, married in secret, planning babies, you name it. The shipping has been relentless, to the point where you'd think these two signed a contract to be a couple in real life. Their on-screen chemistry is undeniable, sure, but people have taken it to a whole different level, analyzing every glance, every smile, every behind-the-scenes moment like they're FBI agents working overtime without pay. And honestly, it got to a point where Sonia couldn't even do her job without someone twisting it into a romantic conspiracy theory. Things escalated to a whole new level of chaos when a behind-the-scenes video from Ruth Kadiri's set got leaked online. In the video, Sonia and Maurice were seen laughing together, holding hands, just vibing while waiting to shoot their scene. Now, to any normal person with common sense, this looks like two colleagues having a good time at work, right? Wrong. The internet saw this and ran a marathon with it. Suddenly it was proof they were dating, proof they were hiding their relationship, proof they were disrespecting boundaries, and the attacks started flying in from every direction like arrows in a medieval battle. Sonia especially became the target of vicious trolling from people who apparently have nothing better to do than police how actors interact with their co-stars. But here's where it gets juicy. Ruth Kadiri, the director herself, noticed all the noise online and decided she wasn't going to let lies destroy her actors' reputations on her watch. She posted a video, and let me tell you, the energy was different. Ruth is usually bubbly and fun, but this time her tone was serious, almost like a mother bear protecting her cubs. You could feel the weight of what she was about to say. She started by addressing the leaked video directly, explaining that what people saw was literally just a rehearsal. Not a secret romantic moment, not actors going rogue, but a simple professional rehearsal that SHE, the director, had instructed them to do. Imagine doing exactly what your boss tells you to do and then getting dragged online for it. The absurdity of it all. Ruth didn't stop there though. She went deeper and revealed something that made everyone's blood boil. That leaked video didn't just magically appear on the internet by accident. A crew member, someone who was supposed to be professional and trustworthy on set, secretly recorded that rehearsal moment on his phone. But it gets worse. He didn't just leak it, he added a misleading, scandalous caption designed to make it look like something inappropriate was happening. He deliberately framed it to cause maximum damage, and then blogs picked it up and ran with the lie, claiming Sonia and Maurice had disrespected Ruth on set. The story spread like wildfire, and suddenly everyone had an opinion, everyone was an expert, and Sonia's name was being dragged through the mud for absolutely no reason. Now here comes the part that will make your blood pressure spike. Ruth revealed why this crew member did what he did, and when I tell you the pettiness, the audacity, the sheer wickedness of it all. This man leaked a video and tried to destroy Sonia's reputation because she rejected him. Yes, you read that right. He had asked Sonia for her number. She politely declined because why would she give her number to a random crew member, and his fragile ego couldn't handle the rejection. So instead of being a mature adult and moving on with his life, he decided to plot revenge by secretly recording her, leaking private rehearsal footage, and trying to ruin her career. Can you imagine being that bitter? That vindictive? That pathetically petty? This is the kind of behavior that makes you question humanity. Ruth made it abundantly clear that Sonia Uche did absolutely nothing wrong. In fact, she went out of her way to praise Sonia's professionalism, calling her one of the most respectful, dedicated, and hardworking actresses she has ever had the pleasure of working with. Ruth emphasized that Sonia shows up on time, knows her lines, takes direction beautifully, and treats everyone on set with kindness and respect. She's not out here causing drama or being difficult, she's literally just trying to do her job and do it well. But because she's talented, beautiful, and has great chemistry with her co-stars, people have decided to make her life miserable by creating scandals out of thin air. Maurice didn't escape Ruth's praise either. She spoke highly of him, describing him as disciplined, focused, and incredibly professional. Ruth made it clear that both actors are consummate professionals who take their craft seriously, and the idea that they would disrespect her or anyone else on set is completely ridiculous. These are two people who show up to work, deliver exceptional performances, and go home. But because fans have forcefully shipped them into a romantic narrative, every innocent interaction gets twisted into evidence of a secret relationship. It's exhausting for them and frankly, it's invasive and disrespectful to their personal boundaries. But here's where Sonia proved she's not just talented, she's also incredibly strong and wise beyond her years. Ruth shared Sonia's reaction to all the dragging, all the lies, all the hateful comments flooding her timeline. Instead of breaking down, instead of lashing out, instead of quitting or hiding, Sonia looked Ruth straight in the eye and said something that gave everyone chills. She said, "I won't let one person's bitterness stop me from doing my job." Can we just take a moment to appreciate the maturity, the grace, the sheer mental fortitude in that statement? While the internet was on fire trying to tear her down, Sonia was focused on her craft, refusing to let negativity derail her career or her peace of mind. Ruth admitted that Sonia's calm strength completely shocked her. She expected Sonia to be upset, hurt, maybe even angry, and while Sonia was probably feeling all those things internally, externally she remained composed and professional. Ruth couldn't help but admire the wisdom and maturity Sonia displayed in handling such a toxic situation. It takes a special kind of person to face public humiliation based on lies and still choose to rise above it with dignity. Sonia didn't engage with the trolls, didn't post cryptic subliminals, didn't feed into the drama. She simply continued doing what she does best, acting, and let her work speak for itself. The internet, as fickle as it is, did a complete 180 after Ruth's video dropped. Suddenly everyone who was dragging Sonia was now in her comments apologizing, praising her grace, calling her strong and inspirational. It's almost funny how quickly people switch up when the truth comes out. The same people who were calling her names and questioning her character were now writing paragraphs about how much they respect her. Maurice also commented on Ruth's video, publicly thanking her for setting the record straight and confirming that everything she said was absolutely true. His comment showed solidarity and appreciation, and honestly it was refreshing to see colleagues support each other publicly. Of course, because the internet can never just do the right thing completely, the comment section exploded again, but this time with even more intense shipping of Sonia and Maurice. People saw Maurice's supportive comment and immediately went, "See. They are definitely together." This confirms it, as if basic human decency and professional courtesy automatically means romance. It's both hilarious and exhausting how people refuse to let these two just exist as colleagues and friends. Every interaction is analyzed, every comment is dissected, and the shipping continues despite both of them probably being exhausted by it all. Ruth's revelation completely flipped the narrative and exposed the real villain in this story. It wasn't Sonia being unprofessional, it wasn't Maurice being inappropriate, it was a bitter, rejected crew member who decided to weaponize social media and lies to get revenge on someone who simply wasn't interested in him. The entire scandal was manufactured by one person's ego and amplified by people who were too quick to believe gossip without facts. Sonia and Maurice's names have been cleared, but the damage done by the lies will take time to fully repair. Screenshots of the false accusations are still circulating, and not everyone who saw the lies will see the truth. So what's the lesson in all of this mess? First, stop believing everything you see online without context. That juicy video or scandalous screenshot might be completely taken out of context or deliberately manipulated to create drama that doesn't exist. Second, respect actors as human beings who deserve to do their jobs without constant invasive speculation about their personal lives. Chemistry on screen doesn't equal romance off screen, and shipping real people against their will is weird and uncomfortable. Third, rejection is not a crime and definitely not a reason to try to destroy someone's career. If someone says no to you, take it with grace and move on like an adult. And finally, let's give Sonia Uche her flowers for being the epitome of grace under fire, for refusing to let bitterness break her spirit, and for showing us all what true professionalism looks like. Now I want to hear from you because this story has layers. Drop a comment below and tell me what you think about this entire situation. Do you think the crew member should face consequences for what he did? How do you feel about the relentless shipping culture that celebrities have to deal with? And most importantly, can we all agree that Sonia Uche handled this with more maturity than most of us could muster? Hit that like button if you're Team Sonia, subscribe if you want more truth bombs like this, and share this video because people need to know the real story. Let's keep the conversation going, and remember, always wait for the full story before jumping to conclusions because as we just saw, things are rarely what they seem on the surface.